In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your transmission mount on your Hyundai Accent 1.6 liter. It's located underneath the battery and battery tray. We're going to disconnect our negative battery terminal using a 10mm wrench. Once you get that loose, you can wiggle that off and set it off to the side. And now we're going to disconnect our positive terminal. Take that off, set it off to the side. Using a 12mm socket and a long extension, we are going to take out this hold down. Put that bolt off to the side. And you can take that bracket out as well, maybe clean it off. All right, so now we're going to remove our battery from the vehicle. We're going to use a 12mm socket, and we're going to take out these bolts for the tray. And now we're going to change our socket to a 10mm. Take this one out as well. And on the other corner, we're going to take out this bolt as well. And put that off to the side. Using a 10mm, we're going to get these two side bolts out too. Now that'll give us enough wiggle room. We're going to push this back, put our 12mm socket on with an extension, and take out this bolt. You can set that off to the side, and now we should be able to take out our tray by picking it up and tipping it up. Before we disconnect any of the bolts for this transmission mount, we're going to make sure we're supporting our transmission properly. So I put a piece of wood on my jack, and I'm just going to raise it up underneath, make sure it's lined up with a good spot on the transmission. And then you're just going to touch it, get up top, and just give it a little extra push, and that's going to support it while we take those bolts out. Using a pry bar or a flathead screwdriver, you're going to take off this cover inside the wheel well on the driver's side, and you're going to see two bolts. I'm going to remove those bolts with a 14mm socket. I'm using a socket, an air gun, and an extension. Both of your bolts are the same size, so you can put those aside. Stick a flathead screwdriver or a pry bar down here if your plastic harness cover is also blocking your way to get to that bolt. You're going to want to do this and just push it off to the side. That way you can stick your socket in. Once you get your socket on, you can take out your tool and take out that bolt. And now we're going to go for our next bolt, which is down here, using the same size socket, 14mm, and we're going to take that off. All right, using a 14mm socket without an extension, I'm going to go for this last nut here. Put that off to the side. Now we should be able to take out this mount. We're going to put a pry bar in here and pry this off of the stud. And once we get that off, the whole thing should come out. Just make sure what you're prying up against is okay to pry against. There we go. Once you take that out. All right, so now we're going to install our new one. I'll slide it in, past that harness. Now I'm going to apply some pressure. All right, so I'm going to use a rubber mallet and just tap on the bracket of the mount just to get it to go in. I'm going to use a punch and just make sure my holes are lined up. The more lined up everything is, the better off we're going to be. I'm going to slot one of my bolts in on the side that I can see the best. And I'm going to stop my nut. And lastly, we're going to do this one. Take out that punch. Looks like we're lined up pretty well. It may need a little finagling, but I think we got it. I'm going to get my socket and just hand start that. So I can make sure that it's started correctly. I am going to pry away at the harness the same way we did to take the old one out. Line up my bolt. Get that socket in there. So when you're prying, make sure you're not prying up against the bracket or the bolt. You want to pry up against the metal part. Otherwise you're going to misalign your bolt. Okay, so now we're going to tighten those up. So I'm going to take my ratchet. So I have a pry bar in there, and I'm just going to tighten down the hardest bolt to get to first. Make sure it's threaded in there good. And once I feel like it is, I'm going to take away my pry bar. And I'm not going to tighten it all the way, but I am going to make sure it stays where it's going to stay. We'll snug it up after. I'm going to stop about there. I'm actually going to leave that socket and extension in place because it's such a pain to get in there. And I'm going to use a long socket and an extension on the other side. Tighten this one down as well a little bit, not all the way. That feels about right. And now I'm going to move this socket over to this nut and tighten this one up most of the way. Now I'm going to go in the wheel well and put in my 2 bolts. I may have to jack up the transmission slightly to line up the bolts, but when we get down there, we'll see what we got. So we're just going to jack the transmission up until those holes line up so we can get our bolts in there. Right about there looks good. All right, so now I'm just going to put my bolt in and do my other one. I'm going to use a socket to help me get them started. So I'm going to torque this bottom bolt to 75 foot-pounds. All right, now that we have that one bolt torqued, I'm going to lower my transmission jack down a little bit. And that should allow my top bolt to go in properly. All right, so now we can tighten up this top bolt. We're going to torque this bolt on the top now that we've lowered our transmission jack a little bit. So that's torqued. So now we can put our cap back on. Now we're going to tighten up the bolts on top after we lower our transmission. Now we can take our jack out. All right, we're going to torque these down to 65 foot-pounds. Okay, now we can take this one out. Now we can torque our last one here to 65 as well. I'm going to remove my extension since we don't need it. All right, now you can remove that. And we can begin to start putting our battery tray back. So we're going to shimmy our battery tray back. It was a little tricky getting it out, so it's going to be a little tricky getting it back in. Okay, so it goes underneath this bracket and it goes underneath this bracket. So you want to push this side of the battery tray in first, and then this side will go in easier. So I've laid out my bolts in case you did not remember where your bolts go. So the 12mm socket bolts go here, and there's one hiding under here. So after we tighten this one and these, we're going to go to this one, which is this bolt. Uses a 10mm socket. This bolt goes here, which is a 10mm socket also. And this nut goes here on the stud, and that's 10mm also. And then we'll do these bolts that are long and skinny, and they go where the air filter is. So let's tighten them up. I'm gonna start them by hand. You wanna make sure you get them all started first before you start tightening anything down. Just a good rule of thumb so you don't strip any bolts or places where they go. Make sure they're snug. So now we're going to do our 10mm here. And we are going to put our bolt in for our bracket here and here. Again, starting them by hand. And then we'll do our nut up here as well. You might have to move that harness out of the way on the wire. All right, so let's tighten these up with a 10mm socket. No extension for this one. Start our air box bolts. These are the real long ones with the washers. I'm gonna need an extension for these and a 10mm socket as well. And then we'll go to the other corner. All right, so now we can reinstall our battery. You wanna make sure your positive is on that side and your negative is on this side. You can tell by the plus sign and the negative sign on the battery itself. Let's put our hold down in and place your bracket down like that. Make sure it's on top of the battery lip. Now you're gonna place your bolt in the hole and get it started. All right, now you're just gonna snug that up. I'd say about 1/4 of a turn after it feels tight is sufficient. All right, after you put your hold down in, you wanna make sure that that battery's not going anywhere, so give it a good shake. And then we're gonna put our positive terminal on our positive post. If it's dirty, you can clean it off. Make sure you have a good connection. And then you can put your negative on. Make sure it's pushed down, and then you can tighten that. Just snug it up. Make sure your terminals don't move, and you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.